sunset lamps, bat crackers, dog leashes, dish utensils. I've literally tried it all. But most dropshipping products out there just don't work. And the reason for that is there's tens of thousands of people trying to sell the exact same items that have long shipping times, that are absolute junk quality, and come directly from China with zero brand name. I've tried over 137 dropshipping products, but I've only had success with 7 of them. Finding these 7 winning products has allowed me to completely transform my life. Just 2 years ago, I was $150,000 in debt in law school. And since then, I've been able to drop out. I've been able to retire my parents. I've been able to move to Dubai. I've been able to travel wherever I want. And I live life completely on my own terms. And I literally get to live the life of my dreams every single day. And that's why in this video, I'm going to be giving you all a special gift in revealing to you these 7 winning products that you can sell for over $10,000 per day. And you can hopefully use to change your own life. And I know you're thinking, why are you giving this away? So when I got started, I didn't have any money. I was in law school, $150,000 in debt. So I took $1,500 of my law school loan money and I started a store using the authorized retailer model, which I used to generate over $6 million on my first ever business, which is what changed my life. But having said that, now I've saved up a whole bunch of capital and I've actually been able to start my own high ticket brand where I sell products that cost multiple thousands of dollars online, but it's my own brand now. So I have my own brand of products. So unfortunately, you can't copy me unless you have $100,000 plus to invest. So I will happily share with you these 7 winning products that I used to make $6 million plus on my first dropshipping store using the authorized retailer model. When I got started with dropshipping, I was doing the traditional AliExpress low ticket method. I tried to sell hundreds of products and I failed miserably with every one of those stores. So the first store I actually had success with was using a little bit of a different model, which is called the authorized retailer model. So low ticket dropshipping, we're selling products from China. They're usually cheap, they're low quality, long shipping times, no brand or anything like that. But the authorized retailer model is where we partner with US based brands that have been around for 20, 30, 40, sometimes even over 50 years that customers know and they trust. When we partner with these brands, we want to reach out and we want to get permission to sell their products in our store. So like, let's say if you own a massage chair brand, you've been around for 40 years. Maybe you don't want to sell your own products because all you want to do is manufacture the product and ship it. And then you want other people to sell it for you, deal with the customers, everything like that. So imagine I say, I'm going to reach out to you and say, I will spend my ad dollars to sell your products. Can I have permission to sell them on my website? You would say yes, and you would give me like a margin for doing so. Usually about 25, 30%, but it can really be as high as 60 or 70. That is the model that I got started with. And my first type of store I wanted to have was a modern furniture store. So I started reaching out to furniture brands and I closed some, and I found that furniture was just a really, really bad niche. So I was trying to figure out like, where can I go outside of furniture that's like somewhat related, but it's not exactly furniture, because the furniture brands, they have bad shipping policies. Like you have to ship your own products, which is a huge pain. So I didn't want to go this route. And I thought like, what can I do that's somewhat related to furniture that's not actually furniture that was still going to fit in my store? So I came up with home saunas. And as you can see here, for the word sauna, there's 95,000 searches per month online. And you can see there's a very steep increase. So like in 2015, there was 36,000 people per month searching for these things. Now there's over 140,000. So it is literally like 5x in the last 8 or 9 years, the search demand for these things. So I identified that as a very strong opportunity. The next part after you find a winning product is you want to find the suppliers for that product. And the best way to find suppliers is to find stores already doing well in that space, and then finding the suppliers that are listing on their websites, and then you can reach out to the same ones. So a store here called My Sauna World. The reason I know that they're doing well is quite simple. If I take their URL and I go to Ahrefs or any keyword tool, you can go to SimilarWeb as well, I can see that they are getting 44,000 per month organic visitors, which is very, very high, which means they're doing very, very well, like a multi-million-dollar store. Now that I know that, I can go to their website and I can find brands, and here's all their sauna brands. Then I can reach out to these brands and I can sell them myself. Using this strategy exactly, saunas were my first winning product, and I sold over $2.5 million of saunas at like 25% profit margins. So do the math, over $500,000, $600,000 take home profit from selling just saunas. Saunas really took off for me. That was like my main winning product for a while, which was a little bit different than furniture. So saunas are obviously not furniture right on, but they're like a little bit related. So I thought, what else can I sell that's kind of like saunas that will do well? And the next obvious thing was wood stoves. So people love using wood stoves, especially in colder areas, to heat their home. Wood stoves also have 51,000 searches per month, but they're very, very seasonal. The store I started selling in September of 2021. Failed all of September, September with the furniture. Early October, I pivoted to saunas, and that's when my store started blowing up. October, I did 30,000. November, I did over 150,000. December, I did over 200,000. So I was really focused on growing the store during those months. And then January is when I was trying to find other products to sell. So that's when I came across wood stoves, and obviously very cold in January when people are buying these things. So you can see demand is peaking at this time of year, which is perfect. So same thing. I wanted to find a store who's doing very well with wood stoves. I believe I found this one called Fireplace Store, and you want to go to brand and you want to find their wood stove brands. I believe my top selling brand is one called Drolette. So I sold over $400,000 of Drolette wood stoves. And I also had another one called Comfort Built. I'm not sure if they're on here, but I sold at least 150 or so Comfort Built wood stoves. So I sold about $500,000 of them. Margins are usually around 22 to 25%. So over $100,000, $200,000 take home profit on wood stoves. So that was kind of like my second biggest winning product of all time. And again, same sort of theme. You want to have a general idea of where you want to go with your store, but you don't have to have this all mapped out from day one. Like me, I started with modern furniture, pivoted to saunas, added wood stoves, which are like somewhat similar to saunas, like they're both heating items. And then I thought, like, what else is somewhat like this stuff? And I came across massage chairs, because like maybe if you had like a home spa, you would have a sauna and you have a massage chair. So you can see massage chairs, there's 73,000 searches per month. There's also a nice increase, and they're very good during the winter months. The nice thing about massage chairs is the margins are insane. They're usually 50, even 60%. This is the store where I got a lot of my brands from. It's one called Massage Chair. If you go, you can see they have about 20 or so brands here. And the ones that I did the best with were Infinity, Osaki, Toyota. Those are the main ones. I ended up selling about 170, 180,000 of those at like very high margins. At this point, it was January or February of 2022. So in my mind, I'm like, I need to start adding some spring products to my store, because all these ones like saunas peak in the winter, wood stoves peak in the winter, massage chairs peak in the winter. I was trying to find products now that peaked during the spring months, like March, April, May. So the first thing that came to mind was fire pit tables or fire pits. And you can see here, demand's a little bit lower, so 25,000, but a very good spring product as people are starting to get their backyards ready. They're going outside. And this store here called Fire Pits Direct, they have a lot of the big winning brands. If you scroll down to their website, you can see our brands. And then you want to make a list of all the fire pit brands they have here. There's a whole bunch of them, and start closing them. The ones that I did the best with were the Outdoor Plus, the Outdoor Great Room Company, and American Fire Designs also did very well. And while they're not 50, 60% margins like massage chairs, they're still quite high, 30 to 40% a lot of the time. So 200,000, 30%, probably about $60,000 to $70,000 profit on fire pit tables. Keeping the theme of getting ready house for the spring, a lot of times people are doing renovations in the spring. So while it's an outdoor product, the next one I came across was kitchen appliance packages. You could definitely sell microwaves, you could sell stoves, you could sell fridges, you could sell dishwashers. You can sell all these items individually, but what really makes a lot of sense to me is, especially when people are building new homes, they want everything, right? They want an appliance package. If you type in kitchen appliances, you can see 19K for kitchen appliances. But I found this store here called Premium Home Source. When you go to package deals, you'll see they do something very cool. So rather than selling you just like one item at a time, they have packages. So you can buy all the items at once. Like you can buy your fridge, the oven, the top, the dishwasher, all in one. So I started selling these, and these things go, like a lot of them will be north of $10,000 when you get everything. I think I sold 170,000 of those. Margins aren't as good as fire pit tables or massage chairs, usually about 20 to 25%. So I still probably made around, or at least close to $50,000 profit off of these. So I really kind of focused on that stuff for a lot of the summer of 2022. Saunas were still doing well. So it's not like, even though they peak in the winter months, saunas were doing well all the time. Massage chairs also doing well all the time. Wood stoves I saw a significant drop with. So I was really focused on the fire pit tables and all those other items that continue doing well into the fall. And then in the fall, I started selling more home gyms. So you can see home gyms, there's obviously a huge spike during the beginning of the pandemic, but overall, a very good product to sell and very strong margins as well. Margins on home gyms usually around 40 to 50%. So I found this website called Strength Warehouse USA, and they have a lot of excellent home gym brands. Most specifically, the one I did best with home gyms wise was one called Body Solid. Looks like they hide their brands so people don't go take them. But if you go to bestsellers, you can see this is my best selling product, the Body Solid EXM 3000. That actually I think made up over 70% of my home gym sales, which I sold 160, 170,000 at 40% margin. Very good product. And the last, number 7, is steam showers, which is actually quite surprising. Staying with the theme, very expensive. So like $6,000 to $10,000. Margins aren't great, about 20%, but I had a very high return on ad spend. I think on average, I got about $20 in sales for every dollar I spent on ads with these things. And I sold probably about $130,000, $140,000 of them. You can see steam shower demand is really peaking as well. well. So before like 2016, there was 6,000 searches online. Now we're above 30. So 5 or 6x in the last 7 or 8 years, much like saunas. So another very, very good product to sell. So in 2 years since October of 2021, I've done over $6 million in sales with my first ever authorized retailer model store. And those 7 winning products: saunas, wood stoves, massage chairs, fire pit tables, kitchen appliance packages, home gyms, and steam showers, were 7 staple products that helped me accomplish that. You can now steal them and go make your first $10,000 a day using the authorized retailer model. But in order to do that, you actually need to know how the business works. So to give you a brief summary, you need to set up your business, you need to pick a niche, you need to find the top suppliers, you need to set up a website, you need to close your suppliers, you need to run ads, and then you need to scale your store. And lastly, you need to delegate and automate everything so you can outsource your business to a team who will run the business for you. And if you want to attend my completely free training this weekend, where I will break down the entire business model A to Z, and you can understand exactly how it works, I'll put the link below this video so you can attend. And if I already made up your mind and you want to work directly with me and my team on building your first ever authorized retailer model store, you can hit the second link below where you can book a call to speak with us. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Give it a like if you took any value, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys soon. Cheers.